UCGL and Funmix here. Of course, we're into the Ballistix UK Masters. We're on the third day into the elimination matches, and of course, there is all to play for here. Funmix are only one map away from getting eliminated from the whole tournament. UCGL are only one map away from making their way to the semi-finals. I'm here again with Harry. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, Hugo? I'm fresh. I'm ready. I've had a nice drink of tap water. I'm sponsored by tap water, by the way. We don't cast knife rounds. We're not a fan of that. So fairly standard. 3 versus 1 knife going in, and we've got it all on Manswers, mate. He's gonna go. He's got a knife. Knifes him down. He knifes him down to nothing. That's gonna be him dead. Now it's a 1 versus 2 here. Manswers all to play for. Got this knife out right. He's got the knife in his hands, and now he's running away with the knife. Truly sensational gameplay right now. He finds one. Can he find the second with the knife? No, he can't. That's going to be Dom taking the round. There you go.
Lovely. Thank you for that. We'll do that again.
Yeah.
That's great. I was always wondering what a cast would be like drunk. I want to try that.
I don't drink alcohol, buddy.
That's a lie.
I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. Anyway, hello there, guys. We're going to be seeing... I don't even know who took the knife round. I was too busy getting into it.
Bob Dom won it, so that's a Funmix.
Yeah, so we said they do take that knife round, and that is of course going to mean that they get to decide what side to start on. Now, we're just going to wait for that decision to go on through, but it will not surprise me if they choose to stay on the CT side. Which, yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be staying on the CT side. We're going to be getting into this somewhere in the realm of the next 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Lovely. Someone says in chat, I pay top dollar for Aussie Man to shoutcast. Harry, do you want to do that? Want to do the pistol on Aussie Man?
Oh, go on then, can do.
We'll do Aussie casting for the first couple of rounds, I think. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy Hugo here with Harry. We're going into the first pistol round here between Funmix and UCGL. Kick it away. We've got 5 armors on the T side, and they're going to be going for the full B rush. Obviously, there's a really viable strategy on cash, but it's going to be held back by the smoke that gets in place from the Funmix side.
You're right, the tactical application right there, amount of that smoke, that's going to be going down. That's just going to block off anyone from going through it because it's a smoke, right? They don't want to go through that smoke. Anyone at all. They don't want to go through that. It's like a bad shrimp on the... Mate, they don't want to be doing that. That's going to find Taurus. He finds 1. He's going to get 2, right? But can he get 3? No, he can. He's going to get shot in the face. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 2 here, mate, coming out in UCGL. They're going to have to get that bomb down in a very timely fashion, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. They're going to be doubling back. That's going to be Nightmare. He picks up 1. It's all on a Hawk right now, and it's not going to be coming through fine and dandy for him as he is on 17 HP and in a bugger of a situation over here inside of the T-start area. I've never heard it called that before, but I just read the notification in the top left. He's a diggity. He's crouching down in the corner, mate. And, 1 versus 3, not optimistic for him right now.
Lovely cast there. But again, yeah, not much you can do. Went a bit Scottish there, I think, for the Australian. Really show through, and that's going to be the round for Funmix to kick it off. Now let's stop with that.
Yeah, that was terrible. There you go, that's that.
Lovely.
But anyway, what's going on? Me and you both tried to intro back in at the same time. Okay, so...
Right, let's not do that at the same time, Harry. I'll let you speak.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, great. Okay. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
We're going into the second round here. Obviously, we do see a very SMG-based buy up on the Funmix side. 1 rifle on Ramby. He's going to be playing towards middle. And looking at this, UCGL going to be going for a full aggression. Sorry, 2 rifles here on the CT side. Nightmare and Wolford holding this off, and they're doing a great job to start off. Nightmare and Wolford both picking up kills there. Hawk's going to be left alone, and he's going to go down shortly. So UCGL, complete wipe down. They're going to be going down to the ground. And Hawk still retaining his money after the eco in that previous round.
Hugo, they're feeling it necessary to quote how they are going down to the ground as opposed to anywhere else.
Pound Town, they might be going down to Pound Town, you never know.
Right, so continuing our round the world of casters, we've got that Sevo caster, I can't remember the name of, what was his name? Corey Dunn. Then we're going to be seeing the T side now. They're going to be taking heavy mid-control, lots of bullets going back and forth. We're going to see Funmix now trying to rotate their players in. They managed to pick up 2. Nightmare gets 3. And that's going to be Dom with a double kill at the end. Just to finish things off, that's going to be the 3rd round being locked. I can't. Oh my god, that's so horrible to have to do.
I still feel like your aura is the best impression, but I honestly think we should probably try and cast this properly.
Yeah, me too. Let's go back to Ferunzi's. Full buy coming out now. Both teams, UCGL, they are going to have all their AKs. That's everything they're going to be needing. Lots of utility across their players. Funmix as well. They have got that AWP. Nightmare Curious. We're not going to be seeing him. Sorry, no, he is playing mid. Never mind. We're going to be seeing him. He's going to be watching mid. And now we've got more Fub here to solo the A-bomb site.
Could be a difficult feat. We do see a couple of players over towards mid 3. In fact, Taurus is going to be up into vents. We do see a bit of a rotate play coming out from, I almost called him Jamie Vardy there, but Ramby's just going to be playing a bit of a highway / A play. So he can constantly rotate between the two depending on where he's needed most. And UCGL, they're looking like they want to work towards the A side. And this is the thing, if UCGL started CT side, I think it would be going a lot better for them. But again, they are very, not so much a T-sided team. So yeah, it's one of the issues here. They did start CT side, I think they'd have a good lead, and that's going to give Funmix a good advantage because obviously, you know, it can hurt them a little bit here, starting on the less favoured side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also as well, everything into account, UCGL famously do struggle on their T sides. So, you know, being put onto this team, you know, early on their map choice, not ideal, especially when the map is slightly CT sided. Now the A push is going to be on, lots of smokes and flashes coming in. This is the execute. Will they be able to find one in the Ramby? Sorry, that's going to be him going down, but it's all down to Wolfub here, who's going to be on site. Nightmare just missing that shot through the smoke. Wolfub baiting these players out. He does do good damage, but he's going to get taken down by Rev. Nightmare locked in an angel here with Manswers as he does take down Taurus. He's going to be switching his scope over to Rev, trying to land the shot through the box, and he just looks away the one time. He's going to get him through the smoke anyway. And now it's 1 versus 2 here. Hawk playing very, very safe here, hiding inside of this smoke, trying to do a nice little tactical kind of thing. And Dom actually runs into him and they get caught on each other. And he doesn't realize that's going to be Hawk fighting that 1 kill. Now it's all down to Nightmare in a 1 versus 1 here. That Molotov's going to delay him from defusing for just a second longer, and he's going to get tagged down nice and low. Will he have enough time with that Molotov? I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, well, issue there was Hawk actually peeking into that angle. He should have waited. The molly was a really good play, but he should have just sat tight where he was, going for that peek. Pretty much, you know, wasted the point of a molly, because obviously if you're going to use a molly, you want to actually hide and then force the player to wait for it to run out, not just, you know, allow him to take the gunfight and then wait. So a bit of an issue there on Hawk's part, but regardless, really good attempt, and Funmix either way going to take the 4th round in a row.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing now a bit of a force coming out from UCGL as they head towards the B bomb site. Plenty of Tech 9s, a few CZs here and there, just the one. Don't know why I said that like I was having like a stroke or something. Sorry, my bad. They're going to have armor on all 5 players, and they should be holding upside here, waiting to see if any of the Funmix players push through this smoke. But it doesn't look like that's going to be happening today. They're not going to catch an easy break. We have got over here on the B bomb site, that's going to be Taurus and Dom here to hold this off as the push does come in. Good flash there, a little bit of a presence on the site. Rev finding that kill on a Taurus. Ramsey up in... Sorry, Ramby's going to get... Oh, I can't even talk. Ramby, there you go, is going to get taken down by Mercy. Now it's a 3 versus 3 here as the rotate does come in.
UCGL looking on the line to pick up their 1st round. They've got to be careful though, because Mercy's already going to be dropped to their at a disadvantageous position now. Spat has to do some serious work, and it's not going to happen for him. Rev alone now, stuck on the site here, and he will go down very shortly there to Dom. So another round gathered by Funmix. That's 5 in a row. And are we going to see the exact opposite, the first map, Harry?
Well, you know, 5-0 is kind of starting to look that way. They do get the plant on this round, so really, in order for us to make any sort of judgment call, it's going to come down to this round. And the subsequent one, I mean, if they let it go to 7-0, and be in a very, very bad place. We do see the AWP being picked up on Rev, though, so a little bit of potential there for some room to move around. Nightmare, of course, being his counterpart with that AWP on the enemy team. So, you know, I think we need to see Rev opening up the mid, in my opinion, with this AWP, but they're not using him that way. They are using him to go pick B. They just haven't been playing an aggressive B right now. They need to be spreading out, getting map information, and kind of, you know, realizing how Funmix are playing this, looking at how that is. You have a really heavy mid presence with a fast rotate to the B site. Quite weak on A. If they were to go fast out on A, I think that's their best opportunity.
I definitely agree there, and the AWP is going to be slowly clearing angles on the Rev side just to push into B at the moment, so Funmix yet to realise this. You can see they've still got a default setup here. They are going to be pushing 1B over to support in the middle, and a bit of aggression there from Taurus is going to manage to land the first kill onto Rev. No need to peek though after they are already up a man, and again still got to watch out because Mercy can easily drop through vents and punish him there, but he will luckily escape from that area and move towards the back of the site. Oh, great shot though, Mercy. Lovely one-touch drop Taurus. The organisation supporting up. Arambi picking up 2. Dom will also land one. And now Hawk, again, alone. Is going to be over in middle here. No access to the bomb, but he's got to hurry up and get onto the site. 40 seconds left on the clock now. And they have a nice double stack over towards the site. Both Rambi and Dom just holding us off together. There's really not going to be a whole lot Hawk can do right now. Does spot out the first player though.
In a 1 versus 3 is not where you want to be when you're up against the Funmix on the other side. Dom with a nice flick shot there to finish off that round. That's going to be all going down. It's going to be 6-0. And UCGL, it's all or nothing this round. They do need to secure this, or else they will be put onto an eco, even with that loss bonus. Now, we're going to be seeing all 5 players heading over towards that A site, perhaps listening to my advice somehow. As it does look like we might be seeing a really aggressive A push come out. That smoke's going to get up, the flashes are going to go through, and that's it. All 5 of these players pushing out now onto the site. We are going to see Wolferb landing a great shot there. That molly coming in handy. He takes down the second. That's going to be Rev going down. What a meat grinder they've walked into right now with all these mollies lying around. Wolferb picking up another. He's finally going to get taken down. That's 3 for him. And now it's all on a Mercy, and Mads was here, but they do manage to equalize out the numbers. 2 versus 2. Taurus and Dom here for the retake. Taurus pushing up mid. He's going to be looking at the site diligently as he does push around on a fork. Great molly coming in, and Taurus taking out Mercy. Now it's a 1 versus 2 here for Manswers. If anyone can do it, it is the man who's already picked up 2 kills himself. He takes down 1. Can he get the second? No, he can't. Dom's going to be able to take him down. And that's going to be 7-0 to Funmix. And an eco coming out now for UCGL. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. They do get the plant, sorry. So, I don't think it will be an eco, but still, not an ideal situation for them.
Definitely not. But they will have plenty of money to get that buy up. Obviously, they do have the loss bonus. That's going to be 3.4k. Plus the $800 for the bomb plant down, of course. So that's going to be a total of, maths roll please, $4,200 plus any kills. So maybe if they get a kill each, 4.5k each-ish. Which is plentiful enough for a good solid buy there on the terror side. Nice aggression towards mid. They're going to be pushing out through the smoke. Nightmare's caught between a rock and a hard place. They haven't cleared his angle. He's just going to get the spray down. 1 player, 2 players, and finally gets dropped there by Rev, who's going to support from the middle area. But if he hadn't got any kills, it'd be such a good position right now for UCGL. But no, it's looking like another round, maybe going to Funmix. But Rev, he wants to turn that around, dropping Rambi over in middle. And we're into 2 players here for the Funmix side. Dom and Wafub both left. They're on the opposite sides of the map here, so they won't have the ability to trade, which is obviously very important. But Hawk, he may be going down solo and dropping the bomb as well. Wafub just sneaks up on the side of the box. I don't think either of them know they're there. Oh, he will spot him out, but Hawk's going to drop on him, finding that headshot onto Wafub and leaving just Dom. Great timing. Will pop out of the connector area and drops Rev. That's a 1v2. Hawk trying to cross back into main, or actually Fork left there. Dom will spot him out, but the nade, that should be the death of him. Going straight down to Hawk, but just actually leaving in time as he looks away from the flash. Dom still stuck here though. He's got not a lot of time to work with despite having a kit, and his molly still something to use to force that player out from back of the quad. But oh, great peek from Spatten. Oh no, Hawk's going to get the team kill, but it's not going to matter. They will win the round finally, and UCGL going to be up to 1-7.
Yeah, they do get that first round on the board. Of course, economically, they're only struggling a little bit going into this round. We'll be seeing a few drops coming out. Mercy down to that CZ75. Very trusty side on there. He's going to have to rely on that to get him through this round. And we're going to now be seeing we are now going to be seeing what looks to be them playing for picks. They do kind of go nice and slowly into the mid. They're going to be going for a heavy mid presence. And over on Funmix's side, actually, their economy not being too good, as every round they've kind of only had 1 or 2 players left alive, so they want to be kind of down onto a 4 spot. We've got Nightmare, who's only opting for that deagle, no armor here, so mid is going to be completely down to UCGL, and they do have full control of it, so now from here on in they can go anywhere. Will they check down events at the right angles? Dom does find 1. Can he make it 2? And no, he cannot. Rev though does get put down at 15 HP, and the rotate's coming in now from a Funmix, so UCGL have to get out into the site as fast as they can. We have still got Spat watching in mid for this rotate through vents, and are they going to check it there? They do not. He's going to find that corner around me. Great play there. Taurus though, and Nightmare doing work over on the B-bomb site. But Mercy with a wonderful 180 there up on a Nightmare. And that's going to put Wolfub in a 1 versus 2 here, but it's not impossible with Mercy being on 4 HP and the bomb only just going down now. He might even be able to catch him off guard with where he's planting. If this bomb goes down though, this should be round over. This should easily go the way of UCGL and have that plant position.
Oh, finally though, 2 rounds on the board. Bit of an overpeak there from Spat, but regardless, he is going to take advantage of it and it will go his way. Very, very close though. And off we go. Almost a Felica coming out from Funmix. Two nades here, sorry, over towards the middle area, just so used towards that boost. Not going to be anything found from it though. UCGL won't be going for this boost. Instead, just going for a really fast aid, knowing they're up against Eco, not having to worry too much. Hawk is down on this step 9, being aware they may lose a player, but Ramby, he's going to be making them lose 2 players, dropping both Spat and Hawk, and that's going to be some great P250 work. And Nightmare, he's going to fall as well when Mansus is coming back into this round here. Taurus is going to also be pushing from the flank. Meanwhile, Dom is dropped over towards the site, and I'm not sure. And Mansus realises that Taurus is on this flank here, really good position, not going to be overpeaking. Actually has managed to grab himself an AK-47 as well, so he's just going to be systematically clearing out the angles. He may get spotted out moving towards Kari, will do so, but surely he knows that Taurus is going to be rotating at the same time as well.
I mean, what would have been really interesting actually is if he just doubled back to A now and like faked the rotate. But sadly, we are not going to see that. He's going to be able to get this plant down in a fairly good position, but I don't think he's going to have enough time now to move off site. If he does smoke back, he's going to have to move through it, which I'm hoping he will do, being a ballsy player like he is. 4 kills as well. Only 1 off of the ace here to lock in the 3rd round for UCGL. And Taurus on site is going to be trying to go for this defuse, and with how it's planted, he might just be able to defuse from behind that box. And now Mantus is really in a bad spot, but Taurus thinking that right, the fact that he didn't go for that defuse really messed him up. He was trying to do the fake, and Mantus didn't even hear him. So yeah, that is going to go the 3rd round going the way of UCGL, and yeah, I suppose he didn't have a kit, so.
But AWP is going to be brought up on the Nightmare side, and that just shows how fragile the T economy is. They win the round, and they still aren't able to buy up Mercy a rifle there. He's going to be down on this Season 75, and aggression towards mid is going to go very punished here by Funmix. 3 kills coming out. 2 found by Ramby, 1 found by Nightmare, and a good start here for the Cat Terror side.
A lot of aggression coming out from Dom as well on the B site, pushing up to mid. He's going to be able to spot out these 2 if they try to venture back into warehouse. Spat does get that one in the mid, but then is swiftly traded out by Taurus. Now Dom showing why that flank paid off as he does take down Mantus. That's going to go 8-3 in the way of Funmix. And you know, just a terrible round there for UCGL, getting completely wiped out in mid. Ramby opening up the round with a with a double spray down, and then Nightmare backing him up with that. Mid definitely on lockdown now. UCGL do not want to be heading there again.
But a full A rush is going to be underway while Fab is alone to hold this. He's got a bit of support over from middle. That's going to be Nightmare coming in with the AWP, but with this full rush, the AWP may not be too effective. These P250s are going to get up close and personal. We do have a couple of Glocks in the mix as well, but 3 P250s. And the Hawk just getting ready with this bomb to push out and lead the charge over the T side. But again, they have got a bit of a flank going on. Nightmare's pushing very aggressively. He's going to be boosting Taurus all the way up behind him. If he drops at the right time, they will hear it. But he'll be able to get a lot of information, at least for the CT side. Spots 2 players already, picks up the first one. They're all going to be waiting and ready. And he just goes to the spray down. Will finally be dropped there by Mansus, who will grab an AK. But with Fab, meanwhile, making work over on the end site. So he's going to be dropping Rev. And Mansus and Hawk are going to be the last 2 alive left to somehow recapture this round here for UCGL. Oh, but look at this, pushing out onto the site. Nightmare's just going to allow them to get onto it. They're going to be able to get this bomb plant without too much of a fight now. Bomb will be going down. That's going to give at least a bit of cash injection into the next round for UCGL. They are defending this very well, though. They're not overpeaking at all. But again, this is going to be a horrible fight when they come into the site. Well, Fab just going to be finishing off very simply. Another round to Funmix on the board, 9-3.
Yeah, not a good situation for UCGL. They did pick this map, though, and hopefully they can turn it around on the T side. 9-6 would be an average scoreline, and for them to pick up the next 3 rounds would be extremely challenging for UCGL. Given how far ahead Funmix's economy is and how UCGL really do seem to be struggling. We're going to be seeing a full buy coming out, though, from them, and hopefully they should be able to make something happen this round as they head over towards this A-bomb site. Probably going to go for a 3-2 split, sending in 2 Squeaky. That's going to go 3 into A main. They're just going to be waiting for these smokes to fade. But I'm going to be seeing a 3-man stack over here on A with Nightmare watching mid, and they have read this situation perfectly.
But look at this, just running straight through the smoke. Mouse is just going to be leaving the charge. If Flash does come in, he will be full white. Rambi trying to defend, but not for long. Rev's going to drop him there on buff up. He's going to be bringing it back. Kill onto Hawk and onto Spat as well. And we will see UCGL work their way onto the site even further. Mercy will drop another player, but there's still Wolf up to deal with. They haven't finished him off. Mercy's still going huge, but there's still a player at the back of the site. They need to hurry up and finish him off. The Molotov's still in the hands of Rev, and he won't use it. Still getting the shot onto Wolf, and this last player rotating in. Taurus is going to drop the bomb there, so that's a huge play from him. Won't be able to capitalise on it though, and Mercy with the 3k that round will pick up the final one, securing it for UCGL.
Yeah, 9-4, not a bad scoreline now. Very quickly being turned around by the hyper-aggressive UCGL there, as they did manage to get onto that site with amazing speed and pace. And of course, Mercy really just turning up there for the for that round. 9-4 is the scoreline. 10-5 would be somewhat respectable, and we are going to be seeing an aggressive push up and away A main. That was sadly falling victim to that. And we are going to be seeing good damage done onto Rev, taking him down to 31 HP. And now it's a 5 versus 4 here. Looking to see Funmix just fall back and take this man advantage, which hopefully they will do. Taurus still staying aggressively pushed up into A main, and he might fall prey now to... and saying that, Rev does get taken out by Taurus. And that flash is going to push Mercy back, and you know, Taurus has to go down here. There we go. That's going to be him going down, but he does great damage. He's going to pick up 2, and then he's going to get Mercy down to 5 HP. And at this point, you know, what was looking at could have been a really, you know, not easy, but, you know, an alright round for UCLG has just turned so bad for them. Rambi picking up another 2 to add insult to injury, and there's the 3rd. That's going to be a 4k for him, including a really nice 3k there at the end on that site. And forward as we approach the final round of the half, we're going to see UCGL. They're going to be onto a force buy here. They have pretty much all the utility they're going to need to get them out of the site, but sadly they are lacking the weapons. We're going to be seeing the bomb heading over towards A, whereas most of their forces are going to be. And Dom picking up the 2 like players who are over at B, but the rotates fully come in. All of Funmix committing over towards that B rotate, and that's going to be bomb going down on A. So this is a good round coming out here from UCGL. They did sacrifice 2 players, but they have got that bomb plant. But I think it isn't invade. I
think with the 5v3, it's just going to be impossible to hold the site when they come in with these rifles. They're going to be so severely unmatched or mismatched here in the favour of Funmix, and already it's going to be down to 2 versus 3. So really, not a whole lot the UCGL can do against these rifles. Again, still low HP on Rev. Mansus is stuck with a Tech 9, and again, they are just making their way onto the site. So Mansus is still going to be alone. Timmy will be tapping the bomb, but Rambi finding that kill. And that'll be 11-4 half.
Yeah, 11-4 for the half time. This, you know, not a terrible scoreline. It was definitely a lot worse, and then they've kind of managed to bring it to you know, a somewhat acceptable round. Providing they get the pistol, I would say, you know, that would take them to 7-11, and that wouldn't be impossible. Let's not forget, this is, of course, UCLG's map pick, so hopefully they do have some amazing CT side strategy that's going to blow us all away. Let's not forget as well that Crisp SRV or Crisp server did hook us up with this match server, and you know, big thanks to them. You can go and visit them for all your server hosting needs. That's crispsrv.co.uk. Be sure to go ahead and check those guys out. Thank you very much for helping us out today. Now we should be going into the second half very shortly.
Yeah, shouldn't be too much of a wait here. Of course, again, big shout out to Crisp server. If you want to follow them on Twitter as well, it's at CrispSRV, same as their website there. So definitely go check them out. You know, really, really good servers. We've had absolutely no issues this whole event already. I'm sure we'll go through the rest of the event with no issues as well. But off we go into the second pistol round of this map. Funmix with a really nice lead, looking to turn it into a third, of course. Turning it into a third map on Train is going to be the final one if needed. And we're going to see 4 armors bought on the CT side here. Same almost the same on the T side. 5 armors. They're just going to be going with nothing nade based or pistol based here for the Funmix side. And this is exactly the same as UCGL, but didn't work out for them when they're on T side. We're just going to see some mid aggression come out already. One player holding off towards middle. That's just going to be Hawk there with the kit, backing off and allowing these terrorists to push all the way up as far as they want, breaking into vents if need be. And Mercy's just going to be holding towards the back of Checkers, so he's got to watch out there, because obviously a horde may find him. And it's a good play from Funmix. So waiting for UCGL to get aggressive, just sitting over in towards the middle area, not actually pushing anything, although there's going to be nothing they can find, because obviously right now UCGL just aren't getting aggressive. Finally, drop into Checkers here. Mercy will be at the back of the Checkers area. He's going to be able to hold us down. We'll be able to peek out. Oh, not going to hit the shots. Finally lands one, but his teammates got to be doing all the work. It doesn't even matter. He still picks up a 3k there. All headshots, receiving not even a single bullet to himself, so he will be able to pipe their head armor without too much of an issue. And then forward to support it with plenty of nade usage here on the CT side. And that's a good pistol round.
Yeah, you know, getting that as well, denying that bomb plant, that's going to hopefully lock in this going 7-11, and suddenly UCGL wouldn't be in such a bad position. We're only seeing a force by coming out from Funmix as they charge relentlessly over towards the A-bomb site, and it's just a question of can UCGL hold down this site and get the rotate to come in. Good nade. Demandsworth opening up with 1 kill. Can he make it 2? No, he cannot. He's going to get taken down by Ramby. Mercy on the site. He finds 2. He's going to get taken down by Dom, and the rotate has already come in. Hawk, though, getting dropped by Dom with a fantastic PT-50 shot. That's going to be the bomb going down. 2 versus 2 now. It's all down to Rev and Spat on the retake. And Ramby and Dom now have to hold off this site with nothing more than an M4 and a PT-50 between them.
It's not going to be an easy feat at all, although they are up against SMG, so a bit of an advantage to them, but still, they lose the only rifle player, and it's all going to be down to Dom. He doesn't even get a shot off. Rev, great pre-fire there to finish off the round, and UCGL getting 6 on the board.
Yep, slowly but surely, UCGL are closing that gap, showing, you know, why this is their map choice, and it is clear by how they're playing that they definitely have had some practice when it comes to strategy on the CT side. Now, we're going to be seeing Funmix. They did get that plant, so they will be in a situation where they can afford to buy next round, and they will have plenty of money to play around. We have got a smoke as well coming out from Ramby. That's probably going to be used to smoke the crossover here as they go for the B push. We're going to see Rev. He's going to be playing this angle. He's going to be the first man to make contact with the T side.
But not even a flash to get them in, which is what I question. Only a smoke being the only utility on their whole team right now, so could be a bit of an issue here. Rev just going to pop down that molly, maybe just missing it at the last second. The flash does go out finally, and they're going to be pushing, but that's the CT flash, not T flash, and it's going very well for the CTs right now. Rev holding down from CT spawn, picking up 3 kills already, and he will take the 4th as well. That's going to be around again to UCGL, 7-11, and now we're going to see the buy-up come up from the terrorists.
Yeah, the T side now buying up for the first round of the second half. And, you know, I would say now is a good time for them to start to get back into this. I mean, if they take this round, then of course that we will be seeing UCGL in a bit of a bad spot. They should be able to get one more buyout, though. No problem there. Going into this round, it doesn't like we're just going to see Funmix going to be spreading out their forces nice and thin, just playing these angles, getting the information. Everyone has a trade partner nearby as well, which I do like, aside from... I believe that's Dharma who we're going to see. He's going to be holding back, just watching the B push all by himself. We're going to see Nightmare being boosted up into mid with this AWP, and with no AWP in mid to counter him, if Hawk peeks out here, this could spell disaster for UCGL.
He's looking like he wants to peek out right now, just taking a little bit more of a passive role. He's got some information on it across the defense, because of course Spat right now is over in that area. Nightmare going to be dropping down, so not committing to that mid take. The rest of his team going over towards A. Mansell's just holding it down for UCGL, already finding that first wallbang kill off into Squeaky, so that's starting things up well for the CTs, but it's not going to continue going well as Taurus. He takes a double kill here for the terrorist side. Funmix coming back into this round, but it's still in the favour of UCGL as they take control of the site. The bomb will go down here. Rev going to be pushing all the way from car. Nightmare has to hit the shot. He does. Hawk will fall, and we're into a 2v2.
Yeah, Nightmare though does find himself kind of trapped in A main here. He misses that shot and he's going to be stuck in that bomb. Not planted for him. They have to do it, Taurus, and they have to get past Rev, finding a wonderful shot there onto Nightmare to turn this into a 1 versus 2, and then he finds that kill onto Taurus as well. Stellar play there from Rev, who just seems to be the retake king for the time being over on A. Every time he's come in, just these stellar shots in order to hit him to go there and get that defuse. That's going to take things to 11-8. And suddenly the pressure is on quite substantially for Funmix. Now we're going to be seeing a buy-up coming out from them this round. And, you know, both teams being fully bought. We have got an AWP on Rev. We haven't seen an AWP on the CT side just yet. And, you know, he's looking to change the pace of the game. He's going to be taking that over towards B. And hopefully he's going to be peeking this angle aggressive. And he might be able to find... He might be able to find the head of Taurus.
But they're working their way up into A main yet. Only 2A players to hold this one off again, so they've got to depend quite a lot on the retake here. Molotov going to go out. That's going to be a perfect placement for Mercy. They're just going to walk straight into it. Mercy, he picks up 2 kills. Going for the third as well. Lands it. This is a great hold as well. And Mansour's just going to be able to support him here with just going to have to back off. And UCGL, they're looking like they're coming into a great comeback here on the CT side. Despite having an 11-4 half, they still haven't lost a round.
Yeah, definitely with 5 round head start, you know, and we are approaching the scoreline of Bush did 9-11. Things getting very, very close together here. That's going to be Rev taking down Wolf. That's going to be the scoreline going over to 11-9. UCGL closing this gap more and more. 5 rounds currently on the CT side. You know, they're looking almost unstoppable. Funmix just having such a hard time at counteracting this. Everything they've done so far, UCGL have been able to counter perfectly. We're seeing an eco coming out from them. They have got a few Galils, a bit of a quasi-buy coming out from them. Good damage done through mid, through that smoke though by Spat. Sorry, by Hawk.
I question this buy. I question this buy. I don't know what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah, no,
Taurus and Nightmare are ecoing, the other 3 players buying. It's not a quasi-buy because they're committing too much money into it.
Yeah, that's true.
That really doesn't make sense to me. Regardless, no armor on 2 of the players is going to be a bit of a deficit, but Funmix, I just don't see them winning this round regardless, unless you start investing all your players in, or at least 4 of your players into a proper buy. You're not going to have much potential in pulling anything out, even if you get some entries. At the end of the day, the lack of armor is going to come back to haunt you. Coming back to haunt you. Hawk is going to do exactly that, going to be picking up the first kill. Taurus will be dropping. Dom gets a trade over onto the site, so Spat will be falling as well. Nightmare has a really nice flank over into CT Spawn. They're not aware of this. He picks up the 1D, goes to the second shot, hits onto Hawk, and now we're into something more doable for Funmix here. UCGL into a 2v4. Mercy will grab Nightmare, and again, these last 3 players are the only armoured players on the terror side, so actually, I feel like Funmix will be able to take this round. Completely going back on what I said, the Caster's Curse coming into play as usual. Mercy going to be doing some damage onto Dom there, so just got to get that reload in, and they've got to come into their site. They've got to do it fast though. Oh, the headshot position, was not expecting that. Ramby does some great work though, over from that angle, and Funmix are going to take 12-9.
Yeah, you know, Caster's Curse, infamous there. We were just saying how that buy didn't really make any sense. They should have committed more players to it. And, you know, it works out perfectly. They managed to get the round, they get the bomb planted, and they do win, taking it to 12-9. Now, we're only seeing a follow coming out here from both teams. Mance was with the AWP over on UCGL. Hawk gets full flashed in mid, and this could be it big as he gets that kill on a Nightmare, and he is going to manage to get it, but then traded out by Taurus. That's going to be 3 versus 4 now as Rami picks up Mercy over on the A-bomb site. Rotate's going to be coming in over towards A, but the bomb only just getting there now. Mance was missing these crucial shots that he has to be landing. Now it's a 2 versus 3 with the retake. Now, are they going to notice that we've got Spat doing a long flank here? We are going to be seeing him get dropped by Taurus. It's a 1 versus 3 here. Rev, the A-site retake king, is going to run away. So never mind. He loses his title. Rev, I was so proud of you. You were like a son to me and a king to everyone else, and you've lost it.
Poor Rev, he shouldn't be getting slated. He's top of the scoreboard right now with 18 kills, 16 deaths, getting a lot of very key frags for UCGL. But at this point, Funmix are going to be coming back into the map in a very strong way. 13-9 is going to be the score.
Yeah, well, I mean, he might be top fragging in reality, but he isn't top fragging in spirit. 13-9 currently is the 22nd round closes out, going the way of Funmix, and a very, very close game coming out here. UCGL needing to get back on top of things. They do win those 5 rounds in a row, but now they have lost The consecutive 2.
This is going to be a very difficult one to come back into. Allowing Funmix to take 14 rounds is just putting you at a huge deficit, because it pretty much, you know, says, guys, we don't want a buffer to play with. We don't want any chance to come back into this game without overtime, which is going to allow you to take it, and that's never fun. Spat, though, first taking engagement over towards the B main. We're going to be dropping a few bits of HP off him. Answer will Manswers, I always get his name. I see him as Answers, but it's hard. We'll be taking one onto Nightmare, so that's an M4 in his hand at least to work with, but right now I still don't have a lot of hope for UCGL. Rev, though, will grab one.
Yeah, starting off this round like things were not going to go their way, and now it looks like it might be the exact opposite of that, as we do see them 5 versus 3, quickly made into a 4 versus 3 there by Dom. Picks up a really nice kill with that ult, but are they going to see Hawk? He's just going to be, you know, lurking over here in the smoke on site.
Oh, he has such a great position, they have no idea, but he also doesn't know that one's made their way over into the headshot area, and Taurus, he's going to utilise that very well. 2 kills in the bag, and now going from a great situation to a completely dire one, we're going to see Rev alone. I think this is the kind of situation you definitely want to save in.
I don't know, you see it is Rev, and he should 1v3 all the time. 1v3s are easy. I'm just kidding. No one seems to understand this. He's going to go and save that M4. He's going to take it into the next round, which is good because it will allow him to drop for his teammates. And, you know, that should allow them to get a really nice buy going in the next round. Looking over at Funmix, though, 14-9 is the score. Good bit of damage was done to the that round, but not enough in order for UCGL to do anything too important. Still, though, UCGL need to get back on form. They need to start holding these sites in the way they were before. Now, I know the round was an eco, but still, I mean, when you're looking at how Funmix are playing now, there's a lot more aggression in them. They're just walking out into these sites and they are taking them. All by coming in from UCGL. We're going to see the AWP on Manswers, or M Answers if you're Hugo. And he's going to be taking that over to the A bomb. So we have got 2 players holding mid, and then we have a solo hold from Rev over on B. Flash is coming in onto the B site just to kind of bait it out. Bomb, though, a really nice boost coming out here from Dom. Doesn't like it's going to find anyone, although it might find Spat. He might just walk into the crosshair. But sadly, that's not going to be happening today. We're not going to be seeing this boost be frivolous as it could be.
Rambo here going to be setting up a bit of a push towards Squeaky here. Bomb following over in main on the hands of Taurus. He'll be dropping a couple of flashes as well out, but they're not going to be committing to this. In fact, just backing off now. Dom being the last to leave the main area and actually going for the boost over in mid. Finding the first engagement here. Mercy is going to be backing off after receiving some tags there over from the middle area.
Yeah, UCGL's players pretty out of position over on the A side. They do a nice little boost, but it's not going to come in handy as the bomb is all the way over at B. So are all the players of Funmix, and that's it. The push is on. Rev's calling it. He's screaming down the microphone here, trying to get his team to rotate in, but Hawk picks up 2 in a really nice defense. Can he make it 3? He does get taken down. Rev finds 1 though, finds 2. Now it's all down to Wafub with the Tech 9 and the AWP on site, and in a 1 versus 4 like that, unless your name's Rev, you're not going to make it through, and he does get taken down. That's going to be Wafub dying to close that round out, taking it 14-10 in favor of Funmix.
I think Wafub just whiff-ubbed that round, and UCGL will land themselves into double.
Worst pun you've ever done. Oh my god. This is how we get taken off of the air forever, Hugo. I'm telling you. Okay, right. Going into this round, we're going to be seeing Funmix situating all their players over towards 8. They might be doing a nice little mid boost coming out here. Spat watching the mid boost diligently as they do kind of flash out, and they get them all there to make sure no one's playing the close angles. The rest of Funmix, however, over towards that A bomb. It's like bomb is going to be following up behind them. It is looking like it's just going to be an A push. They have very limited resources to do this, and this should be an easy round for UCGL. It's all going to depend if they can hold this site.
But with he's going to be pushing out a Squeaky here. Spat will come into contact with him, but just moving behind the forklift at the same time, so actually not doing so. Hawk going to be starting things off, and the key for UCGL now is not to overpeak and not to overextend this situation. They have the man advantage. They are down so many rounds, and exactly as I said, Spat peaks and he gets taken down. That is one of the issues. UCGL don't need to be pushing this situation. They've got the man advantage. They've even taken down the top fragger, and now they're just losing men, peeking out on the site. Mercy just get a good refrag, so that's a position where you should be peaking, trying to trade your teammates out, and he's going to be doing a great job of it. But again, he just needs to hold on to the site now. Dom going to be ready for the engagement. He will drop him there, but it's going to be a 1 versus 2, and Hawk is extremely low, so Dom, he can't be counted out of this one. Molly will force him forward again, but they still don't know his position. Time is ticking away, and he will spot out Hawk there over towards middle. Molly covered out again, so he knows there's 2 players coming from the same position, and instead he will go down there to Rev.
That's going to take things to 14-11. UCGL once again closing these gaps, and now, as we do get into the later stage of the game, round 26 and all to play for, as we are going to see Funmix forced onto an eco here. Nothing but Glocks and PT50s and that 1 Tech 9 and armor on Wafub, so things are not looking too good. Sorry, there are 2 lots of Tech 9 and armor. Ramby with a little bit of a late buy there. I don't want to have my sentence wrong. 14-11 though. And it is looking like it's going to be a B rush here. They're just going to wait for this smoke to fade, watching for any sort of aggression. It's all on Rev and Spat here. Wafub with a molly that's going to come in and molly off headshot probably. It is looking like that's what he's lined it up for. It's going to land. That's going to push. Oh, sorry, it was the smoke. My bad.
Oh, but Funmix, they made their way onto the site. This is kind of one of the rounds that could go very well on this almost full eco. They've done a bit of damage here. Spat's still alive, but he's not going to be there for long. And now 2 players remain for the Funmix side, but again, it will be a bit of a clear up again from UCGL, sorry.
12, only 2 rounds difference between these teams now. UCGL having a great try getting back into this. What a defeat it would be for Funmix to get nudged out of this competition. Now, we are going to be seeing a full buy coming out from both teams. AWP on Wafub, and no AWP for the CT side.
Oh, but this boost is really great for Mercy. Won't go very far though. I just think this aggression isn't working out for UCGL. They should really stop it here on the CT side. They should just play more passive, because it is losing them a lot of rounds. Does get a fair bit of damage to Taurus, but at the end of the day, damage for a kill not going to be worth it. And we are going to see Spat get some damage over towards the A side. We'll go down though, and the answers will drop 2 more. And he's going for the 3rd as well. Taurus pushing to his right, going to land that shot as well. And now Ramby and Wafub are the last 2 alive here in this 2 versus 3. Both of them tagged up quite heavily, but that was a bit of a tag there. Man, Answers is going to be dropping, and Hawk and Rev will finish off the round. UCGL up to 13. This is so close right now, Harry.
Yeah, it is indeed extremely close. 1 round now separating these 2 teams. UCGL fighting harder than they've ever fought before, and Funmix trying so hard to get back into this. They've come so far to get here, and now they are just 2 rounds out of closing this game out. And of course, if they take this and we do go on to map 3, it's looking like it's going to be a B push. That smoke does go down in order to stop this in its tracks. And now they're just going to wait for that to fade. That flash going through might suggest someone pushing, so they're all going to be very, very hopeful. But sadly, Spat is not going to be running his little head through that smoke anytime soon for the enjoyment of Funmix.
This B rush is going to be underway, pushing straight out onto the site. Spat is in a great position to get some flank kills on. He spots out the first one, but a whiffing the shot is going to give so much information here to the terrorists. He needs to hurry up and find a kill, but Hawk is going to do his job for him, picking up Wafub now, and we're into a 4v4, but again, Bomb is down here for the terror side. Spat is still doing some good damage, so he will pick up the final one. Well, that's Mercy Sorrow taking 3 kills, and that's going to be the defuse coming in. So Funmix, they do get the bomb down. That was a really good round for them, a very costly one. So for UCGL, allowing them to get the bomb down is a huge issue, because now they will be able to forward up an AWP, you know, plenty of rifles and plenty of nades here for the second last round of the map. What's so funny?
Oh, sorry. Carpool and Coke just put in chat 1v3 me because of what I've been saying about Red Bull all evening, and that is actually the funniest thing I've read. I'm sorry. 14-14 UCGL sorry versus Funmix here. in what could be the final map of the evening. You're going to see Manswers starting off the round with a bang, finding that kill on a Taurus, putting UCGL into a 4 versus 5, one-man advantage straight off the bat.
They're going to be boosting a few players over onto towards mid. Sparrow has to hold them off though. He's going to be doing exactly that. Rambi will be dropping, so UCGL capitalising on their further advanced or man advantage. Even further, that looking to turn this into 15. This would be an incredible comeback if they actually took this map though.
Yeah, no, indeed. I mean, UCGL have just been on form today, haven't they? I don't think either of us expected them to do this well. And right when they needed it the most as well. Great shot there from Nightmare, but not going to be enough. Mercy and Rev, just angels of death as they drop those players over on the B-bomb site. And that's going to get 14-15 in the way of UCGL. This whole match has just been completely turned around. And it all comes down to this. We're going to be seeing a full buy coming out from both teams. You know, a good bit of utility as well for Funmix, so they have got everything they're going to need to get them out onto those sites. Is it going to be enough though? I am unsure.
But Funmix are really going to be tilted if they do lose this though, because of course, you know, UCGL 11-4 half to them and have brought it back a solid amount of rounds. Monsters going to be opening things up though. There's still more pushing out to the side. Nightmare does some damage, but Mercy's been bang absolutely massive. Picks up another 2k. Dom will shut down both of them though. Spat and Mercy will be falling, and now we're down to a 2 versus 2 situation here. So Dom just holding it off. Still got some utility here on the Terror side to hold down, but the same on UCGL side, and they don't know these last two players are both pushing from car. The smoke is going to block all the information that Funmix want to have right now, and Hawk and Rev are going to be pushing in together. Rev making his way to the site, grabbing the first one. It's all down to a 5 now. 1 versus 2 as the defuse surely will come in. That Molotov's going to be great though, and it won't get in the way. The defuse is still being stuck, and now Rev will finish it off. So that's going to be 16-14. That's going to be the first group stage match finished of the elimination bracket. So of course, UCGL will be making their way to a semis. Semis already have a guaranteed £200 now in the bank from that prize pool, of course. And we do see Funmix being kicked out of the tournament, just going down in Group A there. So very impressive work to UCGL, securing a 2-0 in the elimination bracket and making it through with the Millwall Bushwhackers.
Yeah, indeed, a really good game there, and we've still got more to come tonight. But yeah,